People often say that evolution is random, that complex animals, eyes, wings, camouflage, intelligence, and behaviour somehow appeared by accident. But that is not really what evolution means. Evolution is not random, at least not in the way that many people imagine. The key distinction is this: variation can arise by chance, but natural selection is not chance. Every generation, living things are born slightly different from one another. Some differences are visible, like size, colour, speed, strength, or behaviour. Others are hidden inside the body: disease resistance, metabolism, fertility, tolerance to heat, cold, hunger, or drought. These differences come from genetic variation. Mutations can introduce new variation. Sexual reproduction reshuffles existing variation. And because these processes do not know what an organism needs, they can be described as random. But what happens next is not random in the same way. The environment tests those differences. A moth that blends into tree bark is less likely to be eaten. A bird with a stronger beak may be better at cracking tough seeds. A bacterium with resistance to an antibiotic may survive while others die. Those survivors are more likely to reproduce. And if their useful traits are inherited, those traits may become more common in the next generation. That is natural selection. Not a plan and not a conscious force, but not pure chance either. Natural selection gives direction to variation. It does not aim for perfection and it does not know the future, but it does favour traits that work in the conditions that exist now. This is how evolution can produce remarkable adaptations without needing foresight or design. Take camouflage. A stick insect does not decide to look like a twig, and a moth does not choose to resemble bark. Instead, individuals vary. Some are easier to see, and some are harder to see. Predators remove many of the obvious ones. The hidden ones survive more often. Over many generations, the population becomes better camouflaged. To us, it may look designed, but it is not design, it is selection. The same principle applies throughout nature. Predators become better at catching prey. Prey become better at escaping predators. Parasites adapt to hosts. Hosts evolve defenses. Flowers and pollinators shape one another over time. None of this requires a plan. It only requires variation, inheritance, selection, and time. But chance still matters. Evolution is not only natural selection. Genetic drift can change populations by chance, especially when populations are small. A storm, drought, disease outbreak, or volcanic eruption can wipe out individuals regardless of how well adapted they are. Sometimes a trait becomes common simply because the individuals carrying it happen to survive. So evolution does include randomness, but it is not randomness alone. A better way to say it is this: evolution is random variation filtered by non-random survival. That is why natural selection is not just chaos. If evolution were completely random, we would not repeatedly see organisms so closely matched to their environments. Fish are shaped for water. Owls are shaped for darkness. Moles are shaped for digging. Insects are shaped like leaves. These patterns exist because environments consistently favour some traits over others, and over deep time, small advantages can accumulate into extraordinary adaptations. This is one of the most powerful ideas in biology. Complexity does not need to appear all at once. An eye does not have to evolve in a single step. A wing does not have to begin as a perfect wing. Structures can start simple, serve one function, and later be modified for another. Evolution builds gradually, not from scratch, but from what already exists. That is why evolution can be blind and still powerful. It cannot think, it cannot plan, and it cannot choose. For every generation, the world filters living things. Some survive, some reproduce, some traits spread while others disappear. And over time, life changes. So evolution is not just a roll of the dice that somehow creates organisms by luck alone, and it is not a guided process moving towards perfection. It is something stranger, simpler, and more powerful. Random variation, non-random selection, inheritance, time. That is how life changes, not by accident alone, and not by design, but through the constant testing of life by the world around it.